Hey teachers, it's Kat from catteacher.com, and I wanted to show you what I've got for you guys this week. Basically, I finally got around to making some fruit flashcards, some fruity borders, kind of sweet and fruity, little watermelon, kind of getting ready for the summertime. And I wanted to show you guys how I use them in little flashcard games and how to set it up on Manycam to make it super simple and super easy. So basically, I've got the borders here. Now, one thing that I get asked quite a bit and that I see with newer Manycam users is the fact that your resolution is often too high. Now, I teach, you can see in this kind of square box, which will mean that you'll be nice and full on the Dada platform and the VIPKid platform. But basically what ends up happening is most teachers find that my borders are stretched. And it's because you're a little bit too rectangular for teaching English online. Of course, this is great for shooting videos and things like that, but for teaching online, it's best to come down to 480p. That way you don't avoid. That way you avoid looking blurry or looking too stretched out. Things like that. 480 is a pretty decent resolution to teach on. So I'm going to move over to my preset where I've got some flashcards set up. Basically, I will show you how to do this in the video, but this is kind of how I use it. I got you guys a little question flashcard, which is nice because now you can kind of introduce something if you'd like to by kind of saying, what is it? What is it? And then eventually it's a lemon, something like that. So you can kind of show them just a little bit of the picture, and that can be one flashcard idea. Another one could be, apple, banana, orange. Apple, banana, orange. And then you might have the student close their eyes, close their eyes, and you could say, what's missing? Apple, orange. And they'll try to guess what's missing in the middle, and yay, it's the banana. Now I've set these cards up to where they should be perfectly aligned to have two flashcards sitting on top of each other. They shouldn't kind of cover each other too much, so it should be easy, even with you in the picture, to at least have 4 or 5 flashcards, which should be perfect for the kids and easy for the young ones too. So let's go ahead and figure out how to get all of these onto your computer. Now you can go to catteacher.com and you can check out the newest posts, or you can go look through my flashcards. I've got tons of flashcards up right now. It has their own page at this moment in time. So you're going to find the fruit flashcards, and lots of fun that you're going to end up getting, I think, 13 digital flashcards now because of the fact that I added the little question mark. So if you've never downloaded Manycam before, I super appreciate when you guys use my links through my website. I get a little piece of the Manycam pie through affiliate links, but you, of course, are under no obligation to ever buy anything. All my stuff's for free, so feel free to check that out there. Let's move on. So you can kind of make a background and you can do a little flashcard game with the ones that I've got here. I've got 2 different Manycam borders. Made this one a little bit smaller for some people who, my borders are often quite big because I have usually a blank wall behind me. Feel free to use a little bit smaller border as well. And then you're going to get all of these Manycam objects. Oh, building the flower. Now I need to change that. Manycam objects for all of the fruit flashcards. So pretty easy. You're just going to click this button here and it's going to start downloading. Well, that's the fastest it's downloaded in a while. Okay, so now you've basically got these files, and instead of extracting them, we're just going to click on them, and to make it easy on myself, I'm going to delete all of these so that you can see what happens when you download them for the first time. So let's go ahead and get rid of these 2 borders as well. So we'll have a nice clean, actually I'm going to switch over preset 1, delete this. I've got a clean slate, and we'll go back to that file. And basically now we're going to select all of these items, right click, and hit open. Now, if you don't extract them, this is actually the easiest method to open up these items here. So now when we go to our effects, you can see we've got 13 unordered, so those would be our flashcards. And, it snuck away, but the borders, there's 2 borders as well that have been added. So let's go ahead and make a new folder. So I'm going to call them fruit flashcards. If you've downloaded my flashcards before, you'll actually notice that the apple, the orange, and the banana are part of my basic flashcards. Now, instead of making you drag them from another file, I actually just duplicated them. So I called them something a little bit different. So you should have your fruit flashcards with all the fruit in them, and your basic flashcards that also include apple, banana, and orange. But there's just going to be kind of a copy of each one. So that should make it a little bit easier. And now that we've got the fruit flashcards, we're going to open up that folder, add the plus button here, and go and find the unordered. Can I not spell? How do you spell unordered? Oh, keep scrolling. There we go. So we've got all the unordered here, and this should just contain all of the ones that you just opened from the zip file. So we're going to click all of these. I wish there was a control all, but there is not. This was hard when I did all my alphabet flashcards. That took forever. So we're going to move all 13 all over to the fruit flashcards file, and I'm also going to add those 2 borders because my borders are getting a little bit crazy, and so we're just going to go ahead and add those 2 over there. So you can have this cute little one. I think the bananas are so silly. I might have to change that. I always laugh when I see these. And then we've got the sweet and fruity. This is personally my favorite one, but I love these little dots. You see them all over my borders. So yep, here we go. So we're set up for class, especially if we have a fruit-themed class today. Now let's go ahead and set up our preset. Basically, you can set up your preset in 2 different places. You can set them up by using them down here. Click one of the presets and then I usually add a blank image because that's the easiest thing to work with. Let's go with fuchsia because it's pretty. And the other way that you can do that is you can add a preset over here. You can hit this plus button and you can name the preset. I don't think I've ever done that before. Fruit. Why not? Okay. And if you want to create the picture-in-picture mode, that would be a pretty easy way to do it. And then basically you've got fruit over here, and you're going to also need to add the blank image over here. So maybe we want it, let's do blue. So one is in blue and one is in fuchsia. Now this one's already ready for you to put in your webcam. That one's pretty easy. So you can do it 2 different ways. You can add it over here. Now if you've just got this blank page right here, all you need to do is add a new layer. Then you'll click over here and you'll do the exact same thing. So it turns into the exact same thing. It's just 2 different ways of doing it. So now that you've got your preset opened up, we can add the effects that we want. So we've got the apple, the banana. Make sure you scoot them all the way up there if you want to kind of set them up. Now, if you've got the free version, you cannot move this around, which is a little annoying, but it's totally up to you. I have the paid version, so sometimes I scoot myself a little bit further down, but you should be able to fit most of these in without any problems, even if you can't move your screen around from the free version. 4 is plenty for little kids anyway, so you've got plenty of room here. And then, of course, if you want to hide one, you can do this 2 different ways. You can have the kid just close their eyes and hopefully they won't peek. Or another way might be kind of fun is if you're teaching, I'm teaching, this is kind of fun, you can kind of sneak over here to your preset and you can hit this little I button on the side. And basically, I'm still teaching in the background, but now I can change this one while the kids are not looking. And that's good for your little cheaters who always sneak and peek through their hands and everything like that. And then now when you're ready, you can say, what's missing? What's missing? So after we played around with that one, you can change these or you can move them around. And you can do the same thing. You can go to your presets, hang out with this. Everything is available to you. You just basically are changing this one up. You could even add the border to this one if you wanted to. And then here. And now we're going to transition and we're going to say, what's missing? What's missing? I have no idea what's missing. So that's kind of fun. And basically, that's kind of what I like to do with the flashcards. I don't think there's anything else that I wanted to show you guys today, except these. I can't get over this one. This was way too silly. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and you have lots of fun teaching your little kiddos. I will be making more flashcards and more borders for basically the entirety of the rest of my life because I love it and it's super fun. So visit me again at catteacher.com or sign up for my newsletter so that you can get basically all of these cool tools for you for teaching every week through Manycam. So have a great day, guys. Bye.